Dave Bennett, and welcome.
Is that the male, female?
Probably.
Old energy, new energy. We're more in a collaborative mode now.
I see. Okay, we'll work together. Really glad you're here. I think we're going to have a very, very good morning. It's going to be two different sections, if you will. The first part is predominantly, but not exclusively, us talking. And we like to minimize that, but we have to do it to a certain amount. Because I think, as most of you may know, if you listen to a lecture, most of the time you'll walk away with about 10 to 15% of what you hear, literally. If you participate, you'll walk away with about 80% of what you've done and hear because of the participation. So what we want to do is, first we've got a few graphs, unfortunately, but we have to go through them and talk about it and get some information.
I was government for years. PowerPoint doesn't go away.
Can't go away. But that doesn't mean we don't want you to ask questions or stop us and so forth. So it's going to be informal the whole time.
Let's actually start with some of that. Why is PowerPoint important? We know why it's not. Everybody says, you know, you're getting trained into it and da-da-da-da-da. Why do you think maybe it's important? What does it do?
Some people learn, they need that visual to enhance.
Some people need the visual to enhance. Yep. Others.
Help provide a architecture and flow to whatever the discourse is.
An organization to the group that's looking at discourse.
It's a common medium that everybody can collaborate in.
Yep, yep. Others?
It also helps keep the presenter on task.
Indeed it does sometimes. Not necessarily though. I wouldn't count on that.
Hopefully you're not stuck on slide 2 or 4.
Yeah. Anyone else? Okay, one of the things that we started using it in the Navy, I was the former Chief Knowledge Officer of the U.S. Department of the Navy, and also one of the first co-chair actually of the KFWG, the Knowledge Management Working Group, with Shireen. And one of the things that we used it for is, I was a change agent. And so we used it as part of our change strategy. We'd pull people in, like remember the Y2K stuff that was happening there for a while? And the Navy was at the back end of that. Well, we wanted to get at the front end of that. So we pulled all of our segments of activity together and had them sit in a room with us until they developed a presentation. We gave them guidelines and we worked with them to develop that of their way ahead, their implementation strategy. So in developing the strategy with them and forcing them to create a PowerPoint right with us in front of us, you know, the thoughts were organized, the thoughts came together, and the exchange of the questions they asked as they added one more thing here and this here, and haven't we forgotten this, helped them form and shape the strategy that they were going to take. So a PowerPoint is a very, very powerful tool for us to force ourselves to pull together sometimes very disjunct, unorganized, as you said here, ideas that we really think we have a handle on, but when we put it on paper, it has become that much more organized. So it's a pretty powerful tool. So now you all can go. We've already done that thing.
The second half, as I was saying, will be basically you working some issues and problems in terms of examples of how we can apply this material to problem situations. And you can select your own problem. You'll be working in groups probably of 3 or 4. Yeah, we'd appreciate you come up front, please. We may move when we start that second phase, so that you'll have a chance to actually pick a problem, talk to your cohorts, find some solutions. We'll ask you some questions about what to do, and you can brief it out to everybody else. This way, we get the information and the knowledge that you have, as well as what we may have. Otherwise, we're just talking, we give you information, you try to make knowledge out of it, but it's very weak. When we start having a dialogue, and I do mean a dialogue, not a debate, not even a discussion necessary, but a dialogue where everybody is trying to find the best solution to an issue or a problem. That's when knowledge transfer. We're going to get to that in just a minute in more detail.
Let's take just a couple of seconds and let everybody, I've got most of your names, I didn't get your names. Mike. It takes me more than one time. And as I get older, it takes a lot more than that, but we'll just do it once more. So maybe some line about yourself. Pat, your name, your organization, and one line about what you hope to get from this experience. And maybe I'll capture those as well today. Just one line, short line, because I don't write well. Anyway, start there with you.
Who wants to start?
I'm Mary Ann Cox, Army Contracting Command. I work in the G6, and we are taking our knowledge management to the next level. So we stood up our web presence for a new command, and now we're trying to leverage it to make it a web as workspace for the new department.
So basically, you're here today to help take knowledge to the next level at G6. Does everybody know what G6 is?
It's the CIO office,
Which organization?
Army Contracting.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I should tell you, I spent 21 years in the Navy.
Go Navy, get that season tickets.
You can stay.
Hey, the Army is coming up in the world.
Hi, I'm Sharon Waterama. I work for the United States Army Command Control Support Agency. And we're an IT community and working for G357, which is the operations of the Army, and trying to get everyone motivated to knowledge management. And we have SharePoint sites and we have all this stuff, but really to get their mind changed. So I'm trying to learn anything I do to help get their mind changed to a new way of doing business.
Alex and I got our minds changed about 16 years ago. 1995, we were married in 96, I guess. And that's when we realized what knowledge management was and said, hey, if we work together, it's less work.
Real collaboration. External and internal then. I'm in external, boy, I really got my mouth in that one. Government. So I was in the government at the time. He was a contractor.
I'm Paul Carlson with the City of Columbus, trying to find out how we can use knowledge management more effectively at a local government. And I was in the class of 73 in the Naval Academy.
Oh! I almost wish we were doing a different kind of session for those three. I had a lot of fun, but we'll try to get at least some points for each of you.
I'm Kim Keys. I'm with SRA International, and I'm a business practice leader for knowledge management in the company. And we have been involved with DoD intelligence customers for 10 years. We evolved knowledge management experience, and we do a lot of work in complex environments. You can imagine last night's news certainly shared some of that, so I'm just looking for more strategies.
Right. How big is your company?
Our company is 7,000 strong.
Good.
Okay?
Next.
Good morning. I'm Kathy Falk from Tobyhanna Army Depot, and I'm part of the Information Management Department,
Give me something smaller I can write there.
G6.
So that's Army also.
Yeah, it's also Army. And we're in the
Sir,
beginning.
can I get you to move up to either table with the ladies or with the gentleman here is fine, either way. He's going to pick you down.
And we're in the beginning stages of knowledge management. We're trying to get it organized, standardize the information, figure out what the best strategy is to do that.
Okay. Have you already been to Doug's class at any time?
I have not.
Okay.
Michael Sutton. I teach in MBA program in Salt Lake City at Westminster College, teaching knowledge mobilization. So I'd like to find a few techniques I can apply to my learners.
So if we have any tough questions, we're coming to you, Michael.
Only if you insist. I'll only give you tough answers.
Swindon Francis, I'm with FDA, Center for Drug Research and Evaluation and Research. So it's
I'm Brad Neiman. I recently completed 30 years of federal service with the Environmental Protection Agency. I'm working with my own group called Sustainable Community. I'm giving a tutorial on Wednesday afternoon, and I always look forward to taking one of your classes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And anything special you'd like added today?
No, just everything you know.
Theory
Well,
of
we've got an hour
everything. All right, well, that shouldn't take too long. We'll be out in an hour or so.
Bob Lucas, I'm with Verizon, and basically just trying to, like him, learn everything. Just pick up techniques and different perspectives on how things work.
Okay. You guys.
Tom Everwine with SAIC, supporting the DoD Chemical Materials Agency in the destruction of chemical weapons. And so I work with a lot of engineers, and so they like to turn the screws but not share the news. So I'm trying to find a way to motivate those smart guys to bring back the information that they did in the field.
So find a way to motivate knowledge sharing. Huh?
Yes. They have the tools, just not.
They're not performing.
Yes.
So this is really, we need to make sure and hit the individual change model, Dave, a couple times here.
I'm Edwin Morris. I'm a CETA contractor from the Intel Center, Fort Huachuca.
CETA, what is that? Yes.
Oh, it's an acronym.
What's it?
It's a type of contractor. It's a special
Systems
Okay.
engineering.
That's
technical
okay.
advisor, I think is the actual
Okay.
term.
All right.
Project manager for a organization called Learning Technology, which is a recently stood up outfit in order to change how we train.
And what are you interested in? Anything that'll help you along that line? Or?
Well, I'm a current student at Kent State at the IAKM, and since my last appointment, I became a very passionate individual for sharing and pushing information.
We need to get you together with the gentleman we just talked to, sitting close to each other there. So.
Hi, I'm Brenda Long. I work for Customs and Border Protection, and I'm trying to get people out of thinking SharePoint is knowledge management. So we're trying to take it kind of to that next level, but mainly what I'd like to get out of this is some kind of change management strategy to help with that process.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that think knowledge is power, and I'm trying to change that thinking.
Have you heard the acronym that the Army picked up from the Navy, from David? Knowledge shared is power squared. Okay. You need to get that one embedded.
My name is Tara Rahman, and I am the one and only and first knowledge manager at the Foreign Service Institute at the Department of State. And after 2.5 years, I had hoped there would be more of me. But I'm working on it, and I'm just hoping to connect with other knowledge managers and pick up some good ideas to kind of bring it all together, because I do a lot of stuff all over the place.
I'll tell you a secret, it won't come together. But it's a lot of fun trying.
It's the journey, guys. It's the journey.
Thank you. Excuse me. My name is Mike Lipkin, and I'm with the NASA Safety Center.